I know that you say all 58 counties are on board with this, but that doesn't always make it. It just doesn't. It has a bad feel to it in my mind. That when you're cutting corners, justice. They say the wheels turn slowly. I mean, I remember most of the Judicial Council was on board with the case management system, and that turned out to be quite the disaster too.
When you say quite the disaster too, what else is a disaster?
Well, that's what good. I misspoke. That turned out to be a disaster. Period.
Correct.
So thank you for that. I appreciate that. It's just hard for me, and I think maybe the general public to wrap their mind around the fact that cutting any civil liberties, any civil rights that they have, is speed. It's kind of like speed dating. Speed justice it just has a bad vibe to it in a way.
A couple things. First of all, if you take that to its logical conclusion, then instead of having 10 peremptory challenges, which we have now, we should maybe have 100 or 1,000 or 10,000. What is the correct number? Should jury selection for a misdemeanor case take 5 or 6 years to go through thousands and thousands of people to do a 1 or 2 hour trial? What is the right number is the question. In 47 out of the 50 states, they have 6 peremptory challenges or fewer. California is one of only 3 states that offer more than 6. So we're clearly the outlier, and I've seen no studies that indicate that California justice is less well served than in the other 47 states. So, I think you can always argue more challenges the better, but again, then where do you stop? You could have...
No, I'm not saying more. I'm saying, what are the other states that have as many as California?
I'm not sure. There are 3 altogether. I'm not sure. We'll look it up, and Maria will get back to you with that.
Okay.
There are only 3. Again, there are 47 that have fewer than California. So that says something. Plus, there is a cost to having more peremptory challenges than almost every other state. And the costs are a few things. Number one, more people get called into jury service because of this. And when you get called into jury service, many times if it's a small business owner or someone working in a small business, it does have impacts, sometimes serious impacts on the business. And if you're just sitting there, because most jurors don't actually serve on juries, they just sit and wait. If you're just sitting there, the question is, who's taking care of your business? It's hurting you personally, financially. It's hurting the economy because it's not just one small business. It's tens of thousands of small businesses around the state that at some point or another during the year have their productivity reduced because of having these extra peremptory challenges. In addition to individuals who are called for jury service, in many cases, most cases, just wasting their time, you've also got police officers